Hey, I'm building a business in public because I think it'd be cool. And the way these go is I answer questions from you guys first about kind of like what I'm doing. If you have any questions about the whole AI automation space in general, then I cover my YouTube channel growth for about 2 seconds. Then we jump into the daily business strategy, which is just a fancy like to-do list. What I'm doing to grow the business. So let's jump into the comments. We go first up. So when will we be able to see the full tattoo? Asking for a friend. I was wearing a wife beater in one of my videos, and they got a little sneak peek of the tattoo. Next time, it's kind of like post workout like that. I'll show you the whole thing. No problem. What's the difference between hiring an AI developer versus hiring an AI agency? Um, be Hiring an AI developer would be more of an employee relationship, more of a dedicated role in my mind, versus an AI agency is tacking on a whole external division to your company, if that makes sense. So an AI agency would probably have multiple AI developers within it, versus if you're just hiring an AI developer inside of your own company, it would be like building it yourself. So a couple pros and cons to that. A pro is that again, it's all in-house. You have a bit more control over what goes on, but then you also have to know how to properly manage that that employee or that team, how to set expectations, how to make sure they're doing the job the right way, and so you have to be more informed about kind of what that looks like as far as like a management structure. Versus if you hire an AI agency, especially a larger one, they would have basically specialized knowledge in that field baked in already. And so it's kind of relieving yourself of having to build out that internal team. I think eventually the way most like larger businesses would probably go is they would start with an AI agency and then build a team in house full of AI developers. And so this is just kind of a different way to outsource versus taking it in house. I know I kind of said it a couple different times, but that's the main difference I see. What if your startup had three AI employees from day one? What if your startup had three AI employees from day one? Do you mean AI employees as in like agents, or three AI developers inside of the startup? Either way, it depends on the role and what you need and your own experience as a business operator, I believe. If you can manage and deploy those three AI employees effectively from day one, then I think you're off to a great start. But if you're brand new in the field and just getting started, I think that's a lot of overhead, especially if you're pre-revenue, and it's just kind of hard to get off the ground. Now, if you have like fundraised or something like that, you have some like VC firm backing you, it makes a lot more sense to start with employees like that. But if you're getting bootstrapped, employees are just a fixed cost, and if you're pre-revenue, you can end up killing the business before you even get going off the ground. If these are like AI agents that you're talking about, I would make sure that they're just useful. Like, what jobs are they doing for you inside the business, and is it an effective use of time and money to manage that whole process? Magome KH, another celebratory confetti thing there. Much appreciated, my brother. Then we got our OG day one right here. Thinking of new ideas or solving the problems, which is the main thing an entrepreneur will think. Can you suggest some tools which will be helpful for me to do the research and to do my work fast and with high accuracy to start my company? I think solving problems is a lot more of an effective use of time. I think new ideas are great, and you can get a lot of potential upside from it. That's like where multi-billion-dollar companies come from, is those new ideas. But to get started, if you're putting all your eggs in the basket of coming up with the next Amazon, I think that can be a major misstep, just because a lot of those businesses fail. So I would focus on solving problems that other businesses are facing, whether that's lead generation, appointment setting, sales, upsells, retention, ascension, building a team, recruiting, whatever it is in that pipeline, whatever their main problem is, trying to solve those and generate some amount of revenue for that business. I think that's a dynamite place to start. It's like the basic, like if you boil down an agency to its most basic parts, that's like the heart of it in my mind. And so that's what I would focus on. Some tools that are helpful for doing research. Honestly, any of the AI models are pretty good for that. First thing I'd look at is kind of internally on what kind of businesses you know about and what kind of problems you think you have a more natural proclivity to solve. Like if you are great at sales, that might be the better route to go. If you're starting completely fresh, I think learning how to generate leads is a great place to start because most businesses in the world would be happy to have more leads. So yeah, just jump into like ChatGPT or Gemini or something like that, and just start asking questions. Tell it to act as like a mentor or a business advisor or something like that, and do some research on some top paying fields. The biggest thing here is to just start. Like once they give you like get like 3 markets to go after, and just start pursuing them. If you really want to start making some money right away, you could go into like Upwork or something like that. I think Upwork's the best one right now, to be honest. And just look at what AI problems people are paying in order for you to solve. So if you're not familiar with Upwork, it's basically a job posting site where people will hire contractors to help with a problem in their business. What you can use it for is, one, you can apply for the jobs and make money on there. That's a legitimate thing. It's not a route that I've gone, but I am familiar enough with it to be able to say that. And the second thing is you can take a look at what people are willing to pay for and how much they're willing to pay for it based on their job postings there. So if you really have no idea where to start, make an Upwork profile. It's free, and then see what people are paying the most for, and then go learn those skills, and then go start pitching. So yeah, that's where I would start. But yeah, just get the ball rolling. Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at our growth stats. I don't think I gained any subs from yesterday, so that's kind of disappointing. But we did have a massive spike from a couple days ago. Let's see, it's the 21st. Yeah, this 13 to 21 right here. So that's kind of like our averages are still okay, but a 0 growth day is still painful. And then now let's jump into the day to day. So today I did a couple of things. Where's the text thing? There we go. One, loaded in a bunch of new leads into Instantly to start another cold email campaign. 2, had a bunch of client calls today with my existing ad agency clients. This is separate from the AI automation business, so I don't really count those. And then the third thing is I had a follow-up call with my boy Brad at his agency. He's one of the people that responded and booked a meeting off of my previous cold email campaign. So we dove a little bit deeper into his business. I got a verbal lukewarm yes. He asked me to send over a proposal that he could go over with his co-founder there. So I shot that over, and now it's just going to be a relentless follow-up time to see if that actually comes to fruition. And if it does, I recorded both the initial call and the second call, and I'll record a third one if there's, and then I can kind of put that all together if that actually turns into money in my pocket and share it with you, because I think that'd be valuable. So yeah, that's about it for today, and I will see y'all tomorrow.